I will just bring my data back on 31st May. Now you will see yellow ones will be back. Okay, they are back. So this is the difference between baseline and budgeted. So how it is going to happen? We are going to extract the reports which will be appearing like that, which is just coming like that. So our data will be like that. So we just learned that the baseline units are the planned units. So how we can see that? Because we compare earned value with the planned value. So if I go in here and I see that, let's see this, I will just remove that, this one and this one. Okay, so green one is my planned value and the gray one is my baseline value. If I call them, you will see only one line, one cumulative line. You see only gray line is coming, but it is showing that there are two lines. Why? Because they are overlapping each other. So if I remove gray from here, you will see in the same position now the green line. So that means planned units and the baseline units are same. See, the green line is coming on the same place. So what we learned from that, the baseline and the planned units are same. So how baseline work in P6? So for that I need to go in this tab and show you here in projects. Okay. Yep. So in projects here, if I change my baseline from here, so the planned value will change. So we need to make sure before extracting any data, which we will see in a moment, that how we will extract our data for data structuring, we need to make sure our baseline is there. And which baseline you will use here? Whatever the baseline is latest approved, whether it's a revision 5, revision 6 or XYZ, you need to assign that baseline, because this is now the approved value, approved baseline, approved budgeted baseline units and planned units. We are going to compare our earned value with that planned value. So you need to make sure that your baseline is assigned here. So now the question is that what type of data we need. We will go in a moment to that. So there is one thing more we need to understand, which is related to the filters. For example, if I see resource ID, I cannot see resource ID here. In this filter, I cannot see resource ID. See, resource IDs is here, not the resource ID. So see, resource, there should be resource ID just beside that, because the difference is only S, but there is no resource ID. The reason is that resource ID is a primary key and resource ID, activity ID is also a primary key. Okay, so but the question is that why they are not here, why resource ID filter is not available. Similarly, there are many filters which are not available in here, and the answer to these question is, you will now understand them because you are looking the data from a developer point of view who make the data warehouse, because they know the schema. We know that this is a dimension table, we know that this is a fact table. So we cannot see, we can never see the in fact table another primary key, because the one primary key is available. We cannot see a primary key of another table in the fact table. And the reason is that if I see here the resources, okay, this activity, we know that activity ID is a primary key, okay, and anything associated to this is a attribute. So these all are the attributes. And if I see here to this primary key, there are 3 different primary keys assigned, because we know that resource ID is a primary key. Okay, so resource ID name is a primary key as well, because this is the same thing. So to one activity there are 3 different resources. So, and these are resource ID. If P6 give us the resource ID option here, and I go here and I give the command, let's assume this is a resource ID, I say that filter for me the resource ID equal to this earthworks. So it will say okay, I will filter. So what about the other 2? Means criteria is not fulfilled. I am fulfilling the criteria the resource ID is equal to earthwork. So the P6 wants to bring this activity ID, but the criteria says okay, this criteria is fulfilled, but there is another criteria. It says other two resources are also there. What to do with them? So P6 doesn't know what to do. That's why P6 doesn't allow user interfere in such things. So that's why it is not possible to have a resource ID related filter here. So these are the things you need to explore more. You can see that the fact table and the dimension table, how they are linked to each other. There are many things. You never see the status here. Why? Because activities, there are three types. This activity is repeating 3 times. So if P6 give you the status tab here, and if you by chance change the status to only one, let's say it was not started, you changed here to in progress, okay, or completed, and you did not change to the other two. So what P6 will do? P6 will not understand what to do, because one part says it is completed, the other two parts are not similar, they are different. So P6 will be confused. So that's why in a dimension table you will not see status. You cannot change activity status here. So these are the things similar P6 allow us to do. There are some limitations P6 doesn't allow. So now we will move. We have seen little bit of our you can say data, how the data is stored in the form of schemas, how schemas are stored here in P6, which is star schema. We know that star schema because P6 says they use several physical star schema. So there are many star schemas available and they are linked to each other, and we do not know how they are linked, and we are not going into that detail because we will develop our own schema in Power BI and we will do all the reporting. Okay, then there is now we are going into we are going to see how the distributed data is stored. So we know that one thing, that the data, earned value related data, which is our requirement, is stored here in activities spreadsheet. It is very important to understand that earned value related data is always present in any tab which has activities. Means I can never find earned value data in here which is having resource as a term. Okay, so we need to understand that. Also, if I go in resource assignment, it has the first word resource. So this tells me that I can never find here the earned value related data. If I go in here and check, see, there is no earned value related data. Cost data, cost will be anything. It can be budgeted, it can be actual, at completion, remaining, but it is not having the earned value. And earned value means it should have the planned value, it should have the baseline value, because baseline value is also the planned value. So that is the earned value related data. So this is not having here. Okay, so now we will see and we will go into the reports. We need to navigate little bit reports, then we will see how we can extract the data for Power BI. So here we are going to develop the reports. So in order to start the reports, we need to see how we can generate. Simply just click on any place you want to make a report and go to this tab, start, add the report. So now we will recall the same concept we just learned. We know that we cannot find earned value data in a place where the term resource is written. So that means I cannot find in here or I cannot find in here. So I need to see where it is. And also we need to have a time distributed data. So just click here, time distributed. Now it is filtering for me all the parameters or all the categories which have the time distributed data. So now you see these two things, activities and activities resource. So the term resource denies this, that earned value data. We want earned value related data. So what we will do, we will go in here and then we will see this. So in columns we need few things. It can be it can be so many things because a lot of data is available, but I know that what model we are going to develop. So we are going to use very limited things. They are quite enough for us for performance measurement system, and which is going to be used in project control. If you need, because the purpose of explaining all these things is to train you, so that you have understanding of schema and you understand P6 from a different point of view. So later if you want to explore more values, you can do whatever you want, but for us we are limited for some data. So what we need here, I need activity ID and I need activity name. Only these two fields are here because there are many other fields going to be in other reports, so we will be using them. In group and sort, what we need, now you need to follow the same steps. See, we do not need anything, just leave it blank. Okay, So what I'm going to do, let's say I want something, I will bring it here and I want to remove that to make sure it is not there and delete it. So now it is none. Apply that. Okay. Okay, you want to, I think I